Have you ever felt completely alone while life moves on without you? No friends, no laughter, no familiar voices, just the quiet stretching around you like an endless landscape. You may wonder if something is wrong, if being alone means you've failed in some way. But the truth is far deeper. Solitude is not punishment. It is not a flaw. The Buddha teaches that every experience arises from causes and conditions. This moment of isolation is a season, neither good nor bad, but full of purpose. Think of the snowy season on a farm. The fields lie dormant under frost. Crops cannot grow, and the farmer does not try to force them. Instead, he rests, repairs fences, sharpens tools, and prepares for the season ahead. Your soul is doing the same, loosening tension, restoring clarity, gathering strength. Even despair carries a message. The universe is creating space for self-discovery, for reflection, and most importantly, to protect your energy while you realign. You are not broken. You are being prepared. Why the universe is nudging you away. Even as your soul rests and your energy recalibrates, you may begin to notice that life around you no longer feels the same. People you once connected with feel distant. Jobs that once seemed meaningful now feel hollow. The homes you've lived in, the spaces you've known, may suddenly feel unfamiliar and out of place. This shift can feel unsettling, as though everything familiar is slipping away. Yet this is not random. The universe is nudging you, gently but deliberately, away from what no longer serves your growth. Buddha teaches that all things arise from causes and conditions. When something ends or feels out of alignment, it is rarely a punishment. It is protection, a course correction, a divine prompt to pause, detach, and prepare. Think of it as life saying, the path you are on is no longer aligned with your soul. It's time to step back, let go, and turn inward before moving forward. This could mean the people around you are not meant for this next stage, that your current work or environment will not support your evolution, or even that familiar locations no longer resonate with your energy. It is a season of detachment, an invitation to release what is misaligned. The universe is clearing the space so that, when the time is right, you can step into a life that reflects your truest self. And though it may feel uncomfortable or lonely, this gentle nudging is, in fact, a sacred act of protection and preparation for the upgrade that lies ahead. The call to turn inward. After the universe nudges you away, leaving familiar people, places, and routines behind, a strange stillness settles in. At first, it may feel uncomfortable or even empty. You may long for the old ways, the old connections, the familiar rhythm of life. Yet, this pause is not accidental. It is a moment to breathe, to stop, and to become present with yourself in a way that daily life rarely allows. It is here, in this quiet, that the call to turn inward emerges. The Buddha teaches that you cannot release what you do not see, nor can you clean what you do not understand. Solitude invites you to observe yourself, your thoughts, your habits, your attachments, the patterns that have quietly guided your life. It begins subtly. Old regrets surface. Long-forgotten resentments rise. Fears you have ignored creep forward. You may feel tempted to distract yourself, to seek comfort in noise, in other people, or in busyness. But the true work lies in pausing, in noticing without judgment, in becoming a compassionate observer of your own mind. Ask gently, what is ready to be released? What no longer serves me? What has been quietly holding me back? This is not an easy journey. It requires honesty, patience, and courage. Yet it is also the most rewarding work you can undertake. By turning inward, you create the space to see clearly, to understand the roots of your discomfort, and to recognize what must be released. Only after this recognition can the cleansing truly begin. Cleansing the old, clearing the past. There comes a moment when the universe no longer allows what you've buried to stay hidden. For years, perhaps decades, you may have sensed small ripples of unease, a quiet unhappiness, the feeling that something wasn't quite right. But to keep the peace, to keep life looking harmonious, you brushed it off. You convinced yourself it wasn't worth disrupting relationships, jobs, or routines. You carried on. Yet nothing untrue can last forever. The things you bury do not disappear. They wait, layer upon layer, year after year. They gather weight until the soul begins to bend under the strain. When that moment comes, the universe intervenes. It pulls you back from the noise, isolates you from distractions, and whispers, "It's time to deal with what you've avoided." This is not punishment, it is mercy. The Buddha teaches that suffering is the teacher that reveals attachment. When you are forced to stop running, to sit still, and to face the discomfort you once hid, you are being offered liberation. Cleansing begins here, not as a gentle pastime, but as a sacred confrontation. It is as though the universe places before you every unhealed wound, every unspoken truth, every compromise made at the expense of your own peace. One by one, you are asked to look, to understand, to release. Imagine walking through the rooms of your inner home. Some corners you haven't visited in years. Dust has gathered. Memories are stacked like old boxes. Some hold lessons you're ready to keep. Others carry pain you no longer need. You cannot skip the process. Each item must be held, examined, and decided upon. What stays? What goes? This cleansing is not only emotional or mental, it is deeply energetic. Each release lightens you. The heaviness that once kept you stagnant begins to lift. Pain may surface, yes, but it is pain with purpose. It signals where truth has been suppressed and where growth now insists on taking place. And through it all, the universe protects your energy. It closes doors, removes people, and dims noise that might distract you, holding you in a kind of sacred quarantine while you purge what is no longer yours. You are being cleared, thoroughly, compassionately, and inevitably, for the next chapter of your soul's evolution. Rising vibrations. As the old falls away, a subtle yet profound shift begins within you. A quiet peace settles where tension once lived. Thoughts slow, and clarity rises, like the soft light of dawn gently illuminating a foggy landscape. You notice the stillness more fully than ever before and feel an ease in your body that wasn't there before. The heaviness, the strain, the constant pull of what no longer serves you begins to lift. Your energy feels lighter, expansive, easier to inhabit. With this rising vibration, your perception sharpens. You begin to sense who and what resonates with your energy and who or what does not. Some people, conversations, and environments naturally lift you, filling your spirit with ease and harmony. Others feel heavy, draining, or discordant. This is not judgment or superiority. It is discernment, the ability to recognize what nourishes your inner life and what disrupts it. Ask yourself gently, what nourishes me? What drains me? Buddha teaches mindfulness in every interaction, but now it takes on a deeper, more embodied form. You consciously choose what enters your sacred space. Boundaries are no longer imposed from fear or habit. They arise naturally from alignment and inner clarity. Those who harmonize with your growth stay. Those who clash are released or kept at a distance. As your energy rises, your intuition sharpens. Subtleties that once went unnoticed are now clear. You feel grounded, centered, and calm. Your heart opens, and your awareness expands. Rising vibration is not about doing more or becoming better than others. It is about alignment, protection, and readiness. You are being prepared, energetically and spiritually, to step fully into the next season with focus, vitality, and a deep sense of authenticity. Preparing for the next spiritual level and soul mission. With the old cleared and your vibrations rising, the next stage unfolds. Preparation for your higher spiritual level and soul mission. Buddha teaches that every season of life is an opportunity for growth, insight, and service. Now, you are ready to integrate the lessons of solitude, to strengthen clarity, and to prepare for purposeful action. This preparation is not hurried. It may take the form of deep reflection, disciplined practice, or intentional planning. It may appear in small daily choices: how you speak, how you respond, how you move through your day. It may also take the form of cultivating compassion, patience, and insight, all necessary to step fully into the life aligned with your highest self. The universe has guarded your energy during this period of sacred isolation, shielding you from distractions, draining influences, and unnecessary noise. This protection ensures that when the time comes, you step forward unshakable, grounded, and fully aligned. Every lesson observed, every attachment released, every moment of insight gained now becomes the foundation of your next chapter. Ask yourself quietly, how will I carry this clarity into my actions? How will my presence now reflect my truest self? The answers are already within, waiting for your conscious engagement. Your soul mission, whether subtle or grand, is now within reach, supported by the strength, wisdom, and energy cultivated in this sacred period. Emerging into the next season. When the season of sacred isolation comes to its natural close, emergence is not abrupt. You step forward like a creature shedding its old shell. What once protected you, what once confined growth, has been released. You feel the new space around you, expanded, lighter, attuned, and you realize that every pause, every reflection, every release has prepared you for this very moment. You move through life with a heightened sense of alignment. Relationships, opportunities, and experiences appear naturally, resonating with the energy you now carry. You notice who and what harmonizes with your vibration, and who or what does not. Discernment now arises effortlessly. This emergence carries not only personal significance, but ripples outward. The wisdom, clarity, and compassion cultivated in solitude become gifts for others. You may guide, uplift, or simply radiate a calm presence that influences the world around you in subtle but meaningful ways. Trust the process. Every challenge, every pause, every moment of reflection was necessary. Sacred isolation was not empty. It was deliberate, a sacred preparation for a profound upgrade. Step forward with confidence. Step into this next season fully present, fully aligned, and with your sacred energy intact. The life you are being prepared for is ready to meet you. If this wisdom resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to join us on the path of conscious living.